All right, loved ones, thank you for joining me for another video, another book review on Burgundy and Books. And like I said, we're gonna get right into the second book of the Legacy of Orisha saga. This is book 2. I just did a book review for book 1. You can see that these book covers are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. They're so well thought out. And then once again, I always love to show the author, the beautiful Tomi Adeyemi. And again, I'm going to take the cover off because I love books in their entirety. Like, I love the whole book. Every single page means something. Every single page is important. So, look how beautiful this book is. Look how beautiful this is. I just want you to see it, not me. Like, and I showed the other one, but I'll show you again just so you can see. So here's the first one. I know, but I still love it. Second one. I cannot wait. Like, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but yo, like the third book, like, oh, the third book goes crazy. Like, just the design, like, I seriously want to show you so bad, but I'm gonna wait. The third book goes crazy. Oh my gosh, like, I'm so in love. Okay, book number 2. Small spoilers in this video, small spoilers, because I want to talk about the book a little bit. I mean, I already went over the main characters in my last one, and this is the second one. So if you're on the second book, then you should know who the main characters are and what's already happened. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. So this is the first book's cover, and this is the second book's cover. And as you notice, Zelly, this is Zelly. She's different. I know that she's different because of maybe like the author change or whatever. The illustration is different, obviously. Yes, I know. But what do you notice about her? In the first book, Zelly is described to have straight white hair. It's straight. It's long, straight white hair. In the second book, Zelly is described as gaining these curls, these luscious, spiral, thick, coily curls. They're still white, but her hair is curly. Now I want to share why. So we talked about Mahis and diviners in the first book, right? Diviners have magic, and Mahi are the individuals who can potentially possess magic. So like, for example, let's say I'm a diviner, I have magic, and I have children. Those children become Mahi because the magic is in their blood. They have the potential to carry this magic. So Mahi Zelly is in the first book, and in the second book she becomes a diviner. So, in the first book, oh, I get to share a little bit. Okay, so in the first book, I hope anyone who, if you're from that first video and you just jumped over here directly, turn it off. Because I'm going to share some stuff that you'll have to read the book to know. So, unless you want me to spoil it for you. Okay, but in the first book, Zelly is Zelly, Amari, and Zane are on a mission to bring back magic. Okay? In the second book, they've restored magic. They have brought magic back to the land. Zelly is a diviner now. She has magic, and they were able to release magic to other Mahi. So other Mahi now have the capability to have magic, so they're diviners. So in this book, magic is here. In the first book, we're fighting to bring back magic. There's journeys to be had, there's rituals to be done, there's a king to fight against, there's a prince to maneuver around. Like, so much is happening in this book, but the main objective is to bring back magic. And on the other side of things, with the royal family, like we discussed, their whole objective is to stop that from happening, because they're the ones who took away magic in the first place. They feared it. They were fearful. So Zelly, Amari, and Zane are in the pursuit of bringing back magic, and Inan, which is Amari's prince brother, is on the rampage to stop them and destroy them from bringing back magic. Now, okay, I get to talk about it, guys. I'm so happy. I'm glad I made this video. Okay, so Amari is a princess in the castle, right? Her dad is King Saren. I don't know why I want to say Saran, but Saren. He's King Saren, and his guards bring him a scroll and tell him, we watched the Mahi pull the scroll out of the ocean and it gave them magic. And once they seen that, they killed those Mahi and took the scroll back to the king. So for the king to believe what his guards had told him, he sent for a server. Now this server was not just any server. This server was actually the best friend of Amari, the princess. This is Amari's best friend. Yes, she's a servant, but she's still her best friend. So one day Amari is used to her best friend being at her side every single morning, because she's her best friend but also her servant. She brushes her hair, brushes her teeth, makes her bed, like all of this. So she's wondering, where is she? Why isn't she there? So she sneaks away from her mother and is roaming through the palace to try and find her best friend, Binta. It's B-I-N-T-A, Binta. So she hears Binta in her father's corridor, cabin, I don't know, throne room, whatever you want to call it. She hears them in there. She hears like a commotion, and before she enters, she sees her father give Binta this scroll, and once Binta touches this scroll, magic shoots out of her hands, like a light like you've never seen before, like as if she was holding the sun in her hands. And in that moment, the king killed Binta. She killed her best friend. Of course, the king didn't know Amari saw it, but she did. And once that happened, Amari, curious about the scroll, found it and ran away. She ran away from her palace, from her king, and in the process of running away, she runs into Zelly. Zelly's in the market trying to sell fish for her family, for her father. Unfortunately, Zelly's mother is transitioned. The king took Zelly's mother away from her. He slaughtered her. And now that we're in the second book, you should know that Zelly's mother, well, in the first video I told you that Zelly was a sorcerer, the daughter of a sorcerer. Zelly's mother is a reaper. And that's where Oya comes in, because Oya is the goddess of change, rebirth, and destruction. She's the goddess of death and transformation. So Zelly, once she gets her powers back, Oya is her source. Oya gives her mother's powers. well, Oya activates it, you know. So in this book, Zelly has powers, and spoiler alert, I really hope you've read this book. Damn it, I should have said that. Excuse me. If you haven't read this book, like, if you're not finished with the second book, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put spoilers all in the details because I'm not remaking this video. I'm already too excited to talk about it. So in this book, Zelly has magic, and surprisingly enough, when Inan also has magic. So Anan, I think he touches a scroll as well, and he discovers that he has magic. But in the first book, he I don't remember if he discovers he has magic, honestly. Yeah, so in the first book, Anan has magic. The prince. How? I know this is crazy, right? How does he have magic? Well, Inan, I can't remember either his mother or he's like he has to be a half-breed because he has magic in him. So yeah, I don't think his mother is his real mother. Yeah, so Inan finds out that he has magic, and he is terrified of anyone finding out because they will slaughter him. Like magic is so looked down upon. Like they think that it is disgusting, it is vile. So he does everything in his power to hide the fact that he has magic, while at the same time trying to use his magic to stop Zelly and Amari and Zane. Whew. So in this book, once magic is back and returned to the Mahi, and now there are diviners, the royal family is afraid, shooketh, okay? Like, they're afraid. They are trying to, oh, I forgot. So, once magic returns, right? The diviners, the Mahi become diviners, they get their powers, right? But also, some of the royals get powers too. But they're not called Mahi, and they're not called diviners. They're called titans. And so now both sides have power. So now the royals, the royal family, the Poseidon have power, and now the Mahi have power. I'm sorry, yeah, the Poseidon are titans, they have power, and now the Mahi, the diviners, have power. So now it's a battle between, I guess, strategies. It's a battle of who can outthink the other, because they both have power, and both of their powers work completely different. The Mahi see the titans as kind of like having cursed power, because the magic had already been in the bloodline of the Mahi. Like, this is something that has passed down from them, from ancestors to ancestors. Like, this is something that at one point had rituals and elders, like clans. Like, this is something that has been with them. The Titans don't know anything about magic. They've never had magic. It's never been taught to them. Like, they don't have respect for it. They don't have boundaries. Like, they don't have rules. Like, they're just merciless. So the Mahi consider the Poseidon to have like blood magic. Like, it's like cursed magic. And although although both sides have magic, a lot of battles are lost in this book because they just keep fighting. They just keep fighting, and things just keep happening. Like, when you feel like, yes, like something and it's Anan, like Anan, you need to read this book. Like, Anan, it's like a love and hate relationship with him, because you want to feel bad for him, like you want to feel bad for him, and you want to just take him under your wing, but at the same time you're like, for real, like how do I feel bad for you and you keep stabbing me in the back? Like, you ever knew somebody like that? Like, you ever, like, maybe not, but it's hard to explain. Like, you want to have sympathy towards him because of everything that he went through, but he has such a hard time making good decisions. Like it sounds good in the present, but when it comes down to it, like when no one's watching, when all the doors are closed, like the intentions aren't there. Like when it really means something, like he does not stand on business, but he'll talk the talk. So in this book, magic is returned back to the people. Zelly actually becomes an elder for her Reaper clan, and you know, they're just trying to stop the royal they're just trying to stop the Poseidon from killing them all. Like they just came out of enslavement, right? Like, because, you know, all their magic was taken. They were enslaved for maybe, like, I think 10 or 12 years, and then that's when magic was returned. So they're really just trying to, like, stop the injustice. And that's where I am. The ending of the book is, I'm not gonna tell you the ending of the book, but the ending of the book confirmed for me, like I said, the ending of the book confirmed that there is a race war, but it's not, it's in between the lines. It's in between the lines. Yeah. It's not in the book. Like, it's not, you're not gonna, but the ending of the book, like, confirmed for me, like, dang, that is crazy. Well, I'm glad I got to talk about this book more. I hope it made sense. I know I was kind of like rambling a little bit. I didn't make any notes about this one because I didn't plan on doing the review for this book right now. Hold on, guys, let me drink my tea because, oh, hey, hummingbird. Oh, I think this is the female. I have a hummingbird feeder, like, right above me, and this is my spot. This is where I chill, so they're comfortable enough to just zip on by me. But this one right here is so tiny, and the beak is kind of slightly curved, so that's why I feel like she's a female. But she's so smaller comparison to size. And also the one that I think is a male, his colors are so bright. Like, he has so many colors, and she's not that she's dull, but his colors are like popping. Like, his colors like would be some graphics for a virtual reality video game, because like they're just like, they're so like, I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, I hope I made sense. I know I was kind of rambling. I'm sorry I didn't take notes for this one because I didn't think that I was gonna do a book review for this one, but I am excited that I did, because now I can read the third one. All right, guys, thanks, loved ones, for joining me for yet another video. And this feels so weird to say, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when I'll get used to it, but if you like this video, subscribe for more, and please press the like button. And once again, this is my channel, BurgandyN'Books. If you came here from my other channel, Burgundy and the Beast, I appreciate you for watching, following, and finding your way here. And if you're here and you don't know about my other channel, Burgundy and the Beast, it's also fairly new, but on that channel, we discuss kind of like self-help, you know, like Well, it was my first video last week, so. But this channel is somewhere we can talk and we can listen and we can not feel alone. So yeah, stay safe, loved ones. Stay hydrated.